Isaac rain bands affecting portions of South Florida. New information. Updated wind and surge sections. Areas affected. This local statement provides important information and recommended actions for people in marine interests in select locations and coastal water lakes of South Florida. Watches/warnings. A hurricane warning continues for the following locations: coastal Collier, mainland Monroe, and far south Miami-Dade. For marine interests, a hurricane warning continues for the local Gulf waters. A tropical storm warning continues for the following locations: Glades, Hendry, inland Palm Beach, Metro Palm Beach, coastal Palm Beach, inland Collier, inland Broward, Metro Broward, coastal Broward, inland Miami-Dade, Metro Miami-Dade, and coastal Miami-Dade. For marine interests, a tropical storm warning continues for all of the Atlantic waters in Lake Okeechobee. A flood watch is in effect for all of South Florida. Please listen closely for any flood warnings that might be in effect for your area. A tornado watch is in effect for all of South Florida, including the adjacent coastal waters with the exception of the offshore waters of Collier County. Please listen closely for any tornado warnings that might be in effect for your area. Storm information. At 12 p.m., the center of Tropical Storm Isaac was located near latitude 23.9 north, longitude 80.8 west. This was about 130 miles south-southwest of Miami, Florida, or about 170 miles south-southeast of Naples, Florida. Storm motion was WNW or 300 degrees at 18 miles an hour. Storm intensity was 65 miles an hour. Situational review. Although the center of Isaac will remain south of mainland South Florida, impacts will be felt for hundreds of miles away from the center. Most portions of South Florida will likely experience close to or tropical storm force winds with a remote chance of hurricane force winds being felt, although not forecast, across portions of the southwest Florida coast and extreme far south Miami-Dade, mostly in the form of wind gusts. Tropical storm force winds mostly in rain bands are impacting South Florida along the southeast Florida coast and spreading inland and to the Gulf Coast this afternoon. Tropical storm conditions are expected to continue through late this evening or early morning Monday Atlantic coast and through Monday morning Gulf Coast, with conditions improving from east to west accordingly. There is also the concern for significant flooding across portions of South Florida today through Monday. Total rainfall amounts of 4 to 8 inches are currently forecast through Monday. There is the potential for much higher amounts if rain bands train repeatedly over the same area as Isaac passes south of the area. A flood watch has been issued for all of South Florida through early Monday evening. Another main concern will be the potential for quick developing tornadoes, with little or no advanced warning, in rain bands, with the threat increasing this afternoon and remaining through the night and potentially into Monday. A tornado watch is in effect for all of mainland South Florida. There still remains a potential for moderate coastal flooding along the Gulf Coast. Minor to locally moderate coastal flooding is possible along portions of the southeast Florida coast. Surf will continue to build today, peaking tonight, then steadily subsiding Monday through Tuesday along the Atlantic beaches of southeast Florida. Along the Gulf Coast, surf will quickly build tonight into Monday morning and peak by Monday afternoon. The combination of surf and onshore winds will result in life-threatening rip currents along with moderate to major beach erosion along the Gulf and Atlantic beaches. Precautionary/preparedness actions during the storm. Stay inside and away from windows. Do not venture outside when high winds are occurring or during temporary lulls, as flying debris can easily and suddenly cause serious injury. Have a well-charged cell phone nearby, keeping network communications as open as possible for emergencies. Closely monitor NOAA weather radio or other local news outlets for official storm information. Listen for possible changes to the forecast. For any small craft who failed to make it to Safe Harbor or port and are now in distress, radio your situation according to maritime protocol. If appropriate, deploy your emergency distress beacon. Ensure that everyone is wearing life jackets and survival suits if available. Next update, the next local statement will be issued by the National Weather Service in Miami around 6 p.m. or sooner if conditions warrant.